I've had several friends visiting, and some of them said to me, "Oh, it's just like before, nothing has changed," although they were expecting terrible differences going by what they had heard. But after 5 years not being here, of course, one becomes open for other opinions and media outlets. But if you see it today, Hong Kong, it's still, in my personal opinion, the most efficient city in Asia, and therefore the best place to base yourself if you are interested in doing business not only in Hong Kong, or say in China or Greater China, but also for the Asia Pacific. Well, if you look at the security situation in Hong Kong, when I came to Hong Kong, I said Hong Kong and Vienna are the two safest cities in the world. Hong Kong is still, I would say, one of the safest cities in the world. As a citizen, as a person who walks through all areas of town, you don't have to have any fear, and you know that you will be safe. So that is the general basis that we're going out from. Of course, we had then, in the last decade, the incidents of going as far as riots. And now we again have law and order, as I would say, as Hong Kong residents are accustomed to, that you can walk without fear from A to B at any time. And in that sense, the establishment of the legal framework, and let's not forget, basic law was already established way before now. It's decades old. And we also had certain obligations out of that. And now that has been also, in the end, fulfilled.
So what's your prospect on the Hong Kong's future development since so much has changed?
Well, I think if we look at Hong Kong, and Hong Kong being a free port, that means we're very dependent on the economic situation globally, and also the situation between the major economic blocs, be it now China, the European Union, or the United States of America. And as we all know, the world economy, having gone through COVID, has had its challenges, and the challenges, if you ask me, are still there. We have not really solved any of the big problems. The high liquidity that was pumped into the financial system is still there. And for the real economy and the people on the ground, I think life is still challenging, and business prospects are still challenging, also for the SMEs. So that, I think we're looking at still a few more challenging years. But if any place can bounce back, I still have my faith in Hong Kong, and I would never bet against Hong Kong. On the contrary, if you look at the prospect of the Greater Bay Area and plans that have been envisioned for the Greater Bay Area, I think if they come along as visualized, then I think Hong Kong will be in a very strong position again in a few years.
So what's the unique part of Hong Kong compared to other financial centers around the world?
Well, I think Hong Kong is the only financial center where you can drive from the stock exchange to the beach within 15 minutes.